We just heard some really sad news about Jimmy Swaggart a few minutes ago. We hope that Jimmy Swaggart can find peace now. Jimmy Swaggart, a well-known American TV preacher, has experienced a life filled with achievements as well as controversies. He was born on March 15, 1935, in Faraday, Louisiana. Swaggart was raised in a religious family and developed a strong love for preaching when he was young. Throughout his career, he established a huge religious organization and reached millions of people through his TV shows, music ministry, and captivating way of preaching. Jimmy Lee Swaggart was born to Willie Lillian and Minnie Bell Swaggart. His father worked as a sharecropper, and his mother played an important role in supporting his spiritual growth. Even as a child, Swaggart showed a natural musical talent and started playing the piano and guitar. He also developed an early interest in preaching and started delivering sermons on street corners when he was just 9 years old. During his late teenage years, Swaggart enrolled at Jimmy McGlory's Bible College in Friday, where he furthered his understanding of theology and improved his preaching abilities. Once he finished his studies, he began his journey as a minister and started delivering sermons in nearby churches and tent revivals in Louisiana and the surrounding states. During the 1960s, Swaggart initiated his television ministry, which became the foundation of his extensive religious organization. His show, called The Jimmy Swaggart Telecast, became immensely popular, drawing in millions of viewers from the United States and around the world. Swaggart's compelling way of preaching, combined with his heartfelt performances of gospel songs, deeply connected with his audience, resulting in a rapid growth of his ministry. Swaggart's involvement in music was a notable aspect of his professional life. He released many gospel albums and achieved success as a recording artist, selling millions of copies of his music globally. His songs, including There Is a River and The Healing Jesus, gained popularity within Christian music communities. Despite achieving great success, Jimmy Swaggart's life was overshadowed by scandals that had a profound impact on his ministry and reputation. The most significant controversy occurred in 1987 when Swaggart became embroiled in a widely publicized sex scandal. Reports emerged that he had engaged in a sexual encounter with a prostitute, which went against his marriage vows and religious beliefs. In a deeply emotional confession broadcasted on television, he tearfully acknowledged his wrongdoing and sought forgiveness from his wife, family, and followers. However, his admission was not sufficient to undo the harm caused, and many of his supporters distanced themselves from him, resulting in a decline in the influence of his ministry. In 1991, another scandal unfolded when photographs were made public, capturing Swaggart leaving a hotel room with another prostitute. This revelation inflicted further harm to his reputation and caused additional consequences within his ministry. As a result of the scandal, Swaggart was stripped of his clerical status by the Assemblies of God, and his public image suffered a further decline. After the scandals, Jimmy Swaggart went through a period of introspection and rebuilding. He took a temporary step back from public ministry and dedicated his efforts to restoring his relationship with his wife, Frances, and his family. During this period, he actively sought spiritual guidance and participated in counseling to address the underlying problems that contributed to his moral shortcomings. In the late 1990s, Swaggart made a comeback to the pulpit, although his following and influence had significantly diminished. He resumed his television ministry and continued preaching, incorporating his personal journey of repentance and redemption into his sermons. While his ministry never fully regained its previous stature after the scandals, Swaggart remains involved in the religious community and retains a loyal group of followers. Prior to his diagnosis, Jimmy was enjoying life to the fullest, engaging in his beloved hobby of boating and disregarding the subtle indications his body was providing. Unbeknownst to him, his health would soon undergo a significant deterioration, leaving him uncertain about what lay ahead. Nevertheless, Jimmy maintained an unyielding spirit and made a firm commitment to fight with all his strength. When Jimmy received the news of his cancer diagnosis, a profound shock resonated throughout his entire being. The weight of this diagnosis was devastating, not just for Jimmy, but also for his supportive family who stood by his side. Despite the emotional turmoil they all experienced, Jimmy and his loved ones made a conscious decision to maintain optimism and composure. They sought comfort in the belief that a strong will to survive can bring hope in the face of adversity. Jimmy's doctor attempted to soften the impact, but upon conducting further research, he found that the survival rate for Jimmy's specific type of blood cancer was only 15%. This revelation had the potential to shatter anyone's resolve, yet Jimmy's determination to continue the fight grew even stronger. He adamantly refused to let his family bear another heartbreaking loss and became resolute in his determination to persevere. As numerous cancer patients can confirm, the demanding impact of treatment can be both jolting and discouraging. Jimmy underwent arduous chemotherapy, a bone marrow transplant, irradiation, and radiotherapy in a determined effort to regain his health. Throughout each stage, he encountered physical and emotional hurdles, yet his resolve remained unwavering. Regrettably, Jimmy Swaggart's valiant struggle against blood cancer concluded on June 13 of this year. The announcement of his passing has created a sense of emptiness in the hearts of those who admired his fortitude and determination. Jimmy's life and ministry have made a lasting imprint on the fabric of American Christianity. While the scandals that emerged in his later years cast a shadow, it is crucial to recognize the positive contributions of Jimmy Swaggart's career. His fervent preaching and music ministry had a profound impact on numerous individuals, offering them spiritual inspiration and guidance. Furthermore, Swaggart's influence extended beyond his personal ministry. His son, Donnie Swaggart, followed in his father's footsteps and established himself as a respected evangelist. Donnie now leads the Family Worship Center, the church founded by Jimmy Swaggart in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The church continues to reach a substantial audience through televised broadcasts, carrying on the legacy of the Swaggart family. A funeral was conducted to pay tribute to Jimmy's life, a somber event marked by sorrow and reminiscence. The service commemorated his achievements, the accolades he attained during his remarkable journey, and the unwavering commitment he displayed in challenging times. In memory of Jimmy, let us maintain our support for those impacted by cancer and advocate for progress in medical research. By working together, we can strive to build a future where stories like Jimmy's serve as a source of hope rather than sorrow.